The most common question I get asked from Gen Xers and Boomers that want to become content creators is they're super worried about being tech savvy. Like, Megan, I just feel like I'm not tech savvy enough. Can I still do UGC? And by the way, if you've never heard of UGC, it's what I do full-time, been doing it full-time since 2023, or replaced my six-figure income. And since then, I have taught thousands of Gen Xers and baby boomers, my mom including, how to do this. It stands for user-generated content. And basically, in a nutshell, as a UGC creator, you get paid to create content for companies that the companies just take that content and use for their own purposes. So you don't need to be an influencer. You don't need a ton of followers to do this. My mom literally she's 64 years old and she has zero experience in social media, never filmed a video, edited a video before, never talked to a brand before, and she figured out how to do this. So that's kind of the perfect segue into answering that question of like, do you have to be super tech savvy in order to be successful with UGC? No. You have to learn things. Like, obviously, there's a learning curve to doing UGC, to doing content creation, right? Like, if you are brand new to content creation, if you've never done any type of video before in your life, you've never emailed a company, you've never edited a video before, of course there's going to be a learning curve, but does that mean that you can't do it and that you can't learn how to do these things? Of course not, obviously. But I mean, so number one, like you don't have to be super tech savvy. There's a learning curve, and I'll just kind of go through the few things that you need to know to get started with UGC and kind of walk through the whole process just so you can in your head get to know the process, just so you know, okay, I can do that. Okay, I can figure that out. Okay, that sounds like a pretty simple step. So let me go through it, and then you can kind of decide for yourself, like, yes, I'm capable, I'm smart enough to do this and to figure it out. Or you could be like, okay, that's not really, like, UGC probably isn't for me. And if at any point you do want to get started with this and you want to learn exactly how to, get free products, get paid to create content for companies, which typically it's like short videos. Sometimes the companies edit them for you, sometimes they don't, sometimes they'll give you a total script on like exactly what to do. If you at any point during this video want to learn more about this, I have a free checklist that over 62,000 people have downloaded. It would be so helpful just for you to dip your toes into this and get started with this. So if at any point you want to get that, it's in my profile, in my Stan store. So if right now you want to get it, I would pause this video. I would save it right here in the right-hand corner so you don't lose it and you can reference it along the way. And then go to my profile, click the Stan store link, and the free checklist will be the second option you see. I hope it helps. Okay, so one of the first things you're going to want to do, by the way, Gen Xers and Boomers, the reason why I teach so many people in this space, it's a longer story than I can tell here, but my mom was really the inspiration. I've had so many brands reach out to me and thank me personally for teaching people that, number one, they're not too old to do this, and number two, because the brands want to work with more 45 and older people, Gen Xers, Gen Jones, baby boomers, to be in the content that they want to post on social media or run as ads on social media. So you guys are in high demand. It's not like you flip a switch and every company wants to work with you, but your age, because of several factors that I've talked about in other videos, is such a powerful thing. So if you start treating your age as a Gen X or as a 45 plus year old, if you start treating it as a superpower, I promise you, it's going to open up more doors and you're going to realize just how many companies want to work with you as a UGC creator. Okay, so what are the kind of things that you need to get started? Number one, you're going to film on your phone, right? So I have an iPhone 15. I did my whole first year of UGC, I was using an iPhone 12. So don't overthink it. Use your iPhone, use your Samsung, whatever kind of phone you have, as long as it's not a flip phone and, it takes decent videos, you can use your phone. So you don't need to go out and buy like a fancy camera, don't need to know how to do all these crazy settings. You're gonna literally just use your phone that you already have. And a couple tips for gear to get, you really don't need a lot. Honestly, the only two main things, if you can get them, is going to be a tripod. Most people already have a tripod, but if you don't, I got mine. It's a Yukos brand, and it's on Amazon for like $20 or $25. But whatever tripod you're able to get, just buy one off of Amazon, get it the next day or the same day if you're here in Seattle like me, and get a tripod. And then also some type of like artificial light if you don't have a ton of natural light. I'm in my office right now with these like really big windows and everything, and I have a lot of natural light here in my office. So I never really have to use a light if I'm filming here for my UGC clients for different brands I work with. But if I'm at home and it's like I have to film in my bathroom that doesn't have a ton of natural light, or my living room and it's gloomy outside here in Seattle, then I use a selfie light or a ring light. So either one, again, it's going to cost you like 15 or 20 bucks to get that. In terms of your digital footprint, you're going to want a portfolio. And that sounds really intimidating to a lot of people, but you can figure it out. I have found that most of my students, because they are Gen Xers and baby boomers, they've not used tools yet like Canva. So I went ahead and I created 4 done for you templates inside my course. And anybody who joined, so I didn't mention that. I have a course where I teach people how to do this. I've taught over 8,500 people how to start and succeed at UGC. Most of them, like 70% probably of my students, are 45 and older. So I found they were stressing out about their portfolios. So I went ahead and I created done for you portfolios for any of my students who want to use them. They don't have to use them, but they're there for them if they want them. But if you aren't going to learn from me, or you're not inside my course now or in the future, just go to canva.com and type in website portfolio. Choose a template that you like that you can kind of adjust. You're going to want to make some adjustments, make it look professional, make it look good, and then mostly focus on video examples. So that just really is, it's going to allow you to showcase some of your work. And again, if you're brand new to this, if you're brand new to UGC, you're going to be like freaking out. You're going to be like, but I have no content to use. I have no examples to use. I've never filmed a video before. That's okay. That's most people in your same circumstance. I know I said that weird. But if that's the case, just literally go around your house, choose random products that you like that you could create a 45 to 60 second video about. It could be your favorite skincare, your favorite shampoo and conditioner line. It could be a kitchen tool that you use, a gardening tool that you use, maybe something you use in your office, or even like one of my students just created a video about this like mold-free organic coffee that she uses every single day. She literally just posted that inside the private student Facebook group that you get to join if you're in my course. And she was like, is this good enough? Like, I don't know if I should put this in my portfolio. And I'm like, yes, put that in your portfolio. Post it on social media, tag the brand, get their attention. They may want to buy this video from you. So don't overthink it. It could be everyday things that you use. If you want video examples of like just to get inspired of the kind of content you'll be creating as a UGC creator, you can go to my profile. I have a pinned video that goes over some of the kind of recent, I guess I posted this a while ago, but there's 3 UGC example videos I have been hired to do by brands in that video. So I would just go, look at that just so you can get inspired on like what UGC style videos really are. Hopefully this is making sense. Again, it'll probably make more sense the more videos of mine you watch. And if you grab my free checklist, because I also teach you how to reach out to these brands, because once you publish your portfolio, after you do those 4 or 5 video examples, now is the time to start connecting with brands. So if you grab my free checklist, again, you can learn this through other ways. It doesn't just have to be through me, but it's probably the easiest way because you're already here. In that free checklist, I have a video lesson, a 15-minute video lesson going over how to pitch to brands. So how to email them. Like, say that you do want to reach out to this really unique coffee brand that you love, that you're obsessed with, then what do you say in the email? I teach you that inside of that free checklist. And then also, you can reach out to brands on Instagram. I have a Gen Xer, 53-year-old Gen X UGC creator who made $15,000 last month in April, over $15,000 last month in April as a content creator. And she DMs brands, and I think she's landed several UGC deals by literally just starting the conversation inside Instagram DMs. So I'm running out of time, but hopefully that helps. I have a whole script inside that free checklist, so you can grab it if you want. Again, your age is going to be your superpower. Yeah, just go for it. Just go for it, even if you feel like you're not tech savvy.